Hello students, welcome once again. Student, this is your geography revision class and today I am going to revise the chapter 7 types of rocks. So in this chapter we had studied about the structure of the earth. You can see this is the structure of the earth's interior and this is lithosphere. You can see in this image, this is a Sial and this is Sima, and both are called the lithosphere. So what is lithosphere? The surface of the earth made up of solid rocks and soil is called the lithosphere. It comprises the 7 continents and the rocky ocean beds. And so student, this is structure of earth. The outermost layer is the crust, which is the thinnest layer of the earth. The layer that lies below the crust is called the mantle and the innermost layer is called the core. So student, you can see this is the structure of the earth and the outermost layer of the earth is called the crust and middle layer is called the mantle and the innermost layer is called the core. So first is crust. The crust is solid. It has 2 parts. You can see here is a 2 parts. The upper layer is made of Sial, means silica plus aluminium, and the lower part is made up of silica and magnesium, so it is called the Sima. The thickness of the crust varies from 8 to 50 kilometers. So this is the structure of the crust. Next is metal. The metal is semi-solid. It is rich in iron and magnesium. This layer is about 2850 kilometers wide. And last is core. The core has 2 parts. The outer core and the inner core. The outer core is liquid and the inner core is solid. Next is major rock types. Major rock types. On the basis of formation, rocks can be broadly classified into 3 groups, which are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. So what are igneous rocks? Igneous rocks are formed by the cooling and solidification of molten rock called magma, which lies beneath the earth crust. And what are the examples of igneous rocks? Granite, basalts. These are the examples of the igneous rocks. Second types of rock is sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are formed from sediment accumulated over long periods, usually under water on the floors of shallow seas, rivers and lakes. These rocks are found in layers and contain fossils or remains of dead animals and plants. And what are the examples of sedimentary rocks? Sandstone, calcite, limestone, conglomerate, chalk, dolomite are examples of sedimentary rocks. And third types of rock is metamorphic rocks. So metamorphic means changing form, means a rock which change its form is called the metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are those rocks which are formed by the metamorphism or pre-existing rocks due to high temperature and pressure or both. For example, limestone is a sedimentary rock, but when it's changed a period of time, then it becomes marble. And shale is also a sedimentary rock, but when it changes its form, it becomes the slate. So marble and slate, these are the metamorphic rocks, but limestone and shale, these are the sedimentary rocks. Now students, let's revise the chapter number 8, weathering and soil. in this chapter we should know that what is denudation or degradation. So denudation or degradation is the process by which rock materials from the earth's surface are removed, resulting in the general lowering of the land surface, and these materials are then deposited elsewhere in depressions such as valleys, lakes and seabeds. The depression fill up and the level of the surface rises. This process is known as aggradation. Now, what is weathering? Weathering is the process by which rocks on the land surface break down or crumble because of the action of the element of weather such as rain, frost and temperature changes. This process involves physical as well as chemical action. And next is erosion. Erosion. So what is erosion? Erosion follows the process of weathering. Erosion is the process by which the weathered materials are transported elsewhere by agents such as running water, moving ice, waves and winds. Next is types of weathering. There are mainly three types of weathering. First is physical weathering or mechanical weathering. Second is chemical weathering and third is biological weathering. In physical weathering, and you can also say it mechanical weathering, both are the same, physical weathering or mechanical weathering. In this type of weathering, rocks break up or disintegrate without any change in their chemical composition. Thus, it is also called mechanical weathering or disintegration. Second is a chemical weathering or decomposition. As the name suggests, chemical weathering involves changes in the chemical composition of rocks, which result in their breaking up into smaller fragments. So students, chemical weathering is also so many types. First is oxidation. In this process what happens? This is the process by which oxygen in the air reacts with certain minerals in some rocks, resulting in the formation of a new chemical compound which is far more easily eroded. This weakens the rocks. For example, many rocks contain some amount of the mineral iron. So when iron reacts with oxygen, then it becomes rust. When iron absorbs oxygen from the air, it rusts, changes its colors and becomes a brown or red powdery mass called rust, which is easily eroded. So this is called the oxidation, when oxygen reacts with certain minerals which is found in the rock. Second is carbonation. Carbonation, this occurs when carbon dioxide in the atmosphere dissolve in rainwater and forms a new compound called carbonic acid. When carbon dioxide dissolve in rainwater, then it forms a carbonic acid. Second is hydration. Hydration, this occurs when water itself chemically combines with some minerals present in rock. And next form of chemical weathering is solution. This is the simplest form of chemical weathering by which some minerals in the rock dissolve in water when rainfall falls on these rocks or when river water flows over them. The soluble minerals dissolve and are removed, resulting in the breakup of the rocks. Rock, salt, gypsum and silica are examples of minerals that are highly soluble. And last type of weathering is a biological weathering. Some rocks are also weathered by the action of plants, animals and human beings. This type of weathering may be both physical as well as chemical. Roots of plants growing in the cracks and joints of rocks widen the gaps. These rocks often break up. Ants, earthworm and burrowing animals such as rats and rabbits loosen soil and make tunnels and thus cause weathering of rocks. So, these are the types of weathering. Now students, next is soil profile. You can see this is the image of a soil profile. So first we should know what is soil. Weathering continuously breaks down rocks and rock fragments into tiny particles that forms soil. Physical, chemical and biological processes are involved in soil formation. So this is a soil profile. Most soils occurs in several horizontal layers. You can see this is an image of a soil profile, and here is a different types of a horizontal layer which found in a soil profile, which becomes clearly visible when a vertical section of the soil is exposed. And this is a vertical section of a soil. This vertical section is called a soil profile. This is a vertical section of a soil and this is called a soil profile. Such profiles are commonly seen along roads and railways lines which pass through open tunnels. All the base or the lowest level of the profile is the bedrock. So student, as you can see in this image, the lowest level of the soil profile which is here is A. It is called a bedrock. Here you can see this is a A and this is the lower part of a soil profile and it's called the bedrock, which is unweathered, and it is also called the parent rock. You can see in this image there is a parent rock and this is not very weathered part. This is unweathered. So it's called the bedrock. Over it is a layer of partly weathered rocks is layer B. This is a parts of a partly weathered rock. You can see in this image there is some tiny particles of a rock. So this is a partly weathered rock. So this is the second layer of the soil profile. And above it, it is the third layer called the subsoil. See, it's called the subsoil, which is made up of finer rocks and silt and clay. The topmost layer of the soil is called the topsoil and it's denoted with the T, which consists of clay, silt, sand and humus. This part of soil profiles contain clay, silt, sand and humus. Now students, let's do some exercise. Here is some multiple choice question. First question is, cyclones and anticyclones are example of, and options are variable winds, trade winds, polar winds and periodic winds. So which is the right answer? The right answer is variable winds. Cyclones and anticyclones are example of variable winds. Second is, wearing away of rocks is called erosion, gradation, disintegration and aggradation. So right answer is erosion. Erosion is a right answer. Wearing away of rocks is called erosion. Third, fossil fuels are found in dash rocks. In which rocks fossil fuels are found? Fossil fuels are found in sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary is a right option. And next, strip cropping, also known as, what is the other name of a strip cropping? Contour bunding, afforestation, multiple cropping, or crop rotation. So what is the right answer? The right answer is multiple cropping. Strip cropping, also known as multiple cropping. So option C is the right answer. So students, it's all for today. Rest of the topic we would be discussed in the next video. So do revise and learn it. Thank you.